Welcome everybody to the Jamaica's official press conference in match day minus one here at the semifinals at the 2023 Gold Cup edition. Today we have the presence of the coach Heimer Hallgrimsson and the goalkeeper Andre Blake. Just a little reminder for everybody, we will have the translation service in Spanish and English, so feel free to ask in both languages if you need it. So we can start now. Please, Arch.
Coach Archibald with CONCACAF.com. An interesting tactical battle in this one. Mexico's a team under Lozano. They like to press. They do a lot of pressing, winning balls back in the opponent's final third. So what do you feel like your best approach will be tomorrow in terms of handling that pressure? Is it going to be playing through it or expecting to do more of a long ball? What's your thinking behind dealing with Mexico's defensive pressure?
Good first question, Arch. You actually want me to answer that question? How are you going to play them tomorrow? General terms. No, let me just say that we know the strengths. We've gone over the strengths. So powerful team, like you said, high pressing, a lot of energy on the ball, a lot of like off the ball runs, third man running into spaces. So we need to be really careful when playing them. So, like I said, after the Guatemala game, they are kind of the same version of football style, but they have, of course, better players playing at a higher level. So it's going to be a tougher game with higher pace than against Guatemala. And we've gone over how we want to approach this game. We will do it again tonight on the last meeting. So, yeah. But how are we going to do it? You're not going to get that answer from me. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Buenas tardes, Yusuf Caro de TUDN. Una pregunta para ambos. Por lo que ha pasado con la selección mexicana en los meses atrás, en la eliminación en la Copa del Mundo, la derrota en Nations League ante Estados Unidos, el tropiezo ante Qatar en esta Copa Oro, ¿cree que en la actualidad Jamaica es mejor equipo que México?
Clever guy. Yeah, no. A long introduction to this, and I think we are professional enough not to be talking about what has happened within the Mexican squad or in their matches. It's a good team, and you mentioned the game against Qatar, and in my eyes, that was a win for Mexico, not a loss for Mexico, because they conceded one goal scoring chance, and they conceded that goal. Had, I think, 29 or 25 shots on goal, but didn't score. So it's just one of these days that normally they would have won that match. So I think for the coach, it has been really, really a successful start of his reign. And it looks like they are finding a stability. So we have big respect for Mexico, and their exit. I saw their matches in Qatar, and it was good matches, high intensity matches. Not fair that they didn't go and progress from the group stage. So sometimes football is like this. You are better in games, but you lose. Sometimes you're worse and you win. So. No, we have big respect for Mexico, and whatever is happening there, it's not us to discuss. It's yours.
Right there, please.
Coach Andre, Rodolfo Landeros from Fox Deportes and Fox Sports. The same question for both. You faced Mexico recently in March. Just how different football-wise is this team from that version you saw in the Estadio Azteca as the one that's competing right now in Gold Cup?
For me, every Mexican team is the same. They're always very organized, very tough to play against, very tactical, as coach said, third man runs, so we know that once we're playing Mexico, it's always going to be a tough game and one that we always have to make sure we're up for the task.
Yeah, like I said before, and I agree with Andre. It's a few players changes, not many from the game in Azteca. I think if I remember right, maybe 3 or 4 maximum. So it's similar players, similar formation, and I think more or less similar style. I think Jaime is a little bit more direct than the coaches before. So a little bit more direct than them. Otherwise, it's the same players with the same quality. So yeah, very similar, I would say.
Please, go ahead.
Hello, Coach. Hello, Andre. Good afternoon. Kashmir Gomez for ESPN. One question for you, Coach, and one question for you, Andre. Coach, what are the keys to the resurgence of Jamaica, and why can't be a new potence right now in this moment in CONCACAF? And for you, Andre, what do you think that the best goalkeepers in CONCACAF are in this moment here in the Gold Cup? But Keylor Navas is missing again this tournament, adding up 13 years without coming to this competition. Thank you very much.
You said, who do I think are the best goalkeepers right now at this tournament? I don't know. You tell me.
Can you repeat my question?
What do you think about the resurgence of Jamaica at this tournament? Do you think that can be a new potence in the area?
A new power in the area. I surely hope so. I think Jamaica has now Andre would know that better than me, has the past to go to semi-finals and even finals. So it's not like it's the first time. So, but we know we have a good squad. We know we have good players that can do good things, and this is a team in making. So we are thinking further than this. So we want to improve until forever. So we are thinking 2026, but it's good to have success now, and we want to go and win this tournament. We have said that from beginning. We want to go and win this tournament, and we think that we have the same chance as anyone else in the quarter in the semi-finals. Did I answer the question?
Okay, go ahead.
IRFM Jamaica. This one is for Captain Andre Blake. Andre, you come into this tournament with a lot of experience. This being your 5th Gold Cup tournament. You have played against Mexico many, many times. I think you have in the region of 8 shutouts in Gold Cup tournament. How impactful you think all that experience will be for you as you lead the team into this game tomorrow?
Yeah, as they said, experience teaches wisdom. So I've gathered a lot of experience over the years playing in the Gold Cup, and it just helps me to be relaxed, to be calm, and to kind of know that you have been in the situation before, and it kind of help you to pull through, and then for me in moments like these, when you play, in the semifinals, in the Gold Cup against a very good team, you have to, be calm. The moment can sometimes get the better of you, but you have to just try to be calm, relax, and most importantly, enjoy the game, have fun, do your best, and then everything else will take care of itself.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, Diego Ibarra from Diario AS. Andre, recently you defeat Atlas in CONCACAF Champions League. Tomorrow you want to do against Mexico?
Yeah. If I said no, I would be lying. Yeah, we want to win the game. We don't get to beat Mexico a lot. They're a very, very good team. Again, as I said earlier, we all are going to have to be up to the task. We respect them, but we're going to go out there tomorrow. If we want to win the game, we're going to bet on ourselves. and we're gonna go out there, put our best foot forward, and hopefully that's good enough.
Please go ahead.
Andy Amashta, Las Vegas Review Journal. Andre, obviously one step away from a final. Would getting to a final feel like vindication for the kind of incorporation of the English-born players in the recruiting system for the last couple of years, now that you guys have had time to kind of settle them in?
We have some very good additions. You know, I've always said, you know, we don't need the best players, we need the right players. And I think Coach has been doing a really good job of identifying the right players for the system. You know, sometimes I kind of forget that this team is still fairly new. You know, we have a lot of new pieces, you know, but I think we all know that we have top quality in the room, and that kind of takes us away from the fact that, you know, we kind of stray away from the fact that we are still new. A good team takes time to build, you know, and this is still very early stages. And, you know, obviously winning the Gold Cup would be a big bonus because we set very high standards for ourselves. But I think if we can continue to find the right players, you know, that really, you know, fit the system, you know, there's a lot that this team is going to be able to do for the years to come.
Now we'll take a couple questions from the media who have joined us virtually. Please, Rachid Parchment, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Coach. Good afternoon, Andre. Now, on Sunday, you played what was a very physical game in hot temperature. You lost Javier Brown to injury. You lost Corey Burke due to suspension for tomorrow's game. What are some of the challenges this poses for preparing for tomorrow? Thank you.
Yeah, if I can take it from the coach's perspective, the recovery is of course the biggest challenge when you have 2 days between matches and such an important games like we have. Plus we have a long flight and a time difference to adjust to. So it's a lot of things that need to happen within two days, and that is the challenge. And like you said, rightfully, it was an intense game against Guatemala, too open for my taste, but yeah, in the heat as well. So it took a lot away from the players, and it was a lot of tired legs. But now it's about the professionalism of the staff and of the players, and by discussion with them last night and this morning, everyone is ready to play. And yeah, it would be strange if a player wouldn't be ready to play a semi-final in a tournament like this one. So the challenge from the coach's perspective is recovery. I don't know if Andre would like to add something from the player's perspective.
Yeah, I mean, in instances like these, I'm pretty sure most of us as professional players would have been in situations like these before. You know, obviously we would have liked to have maybe an extra day, but it is what it is, and we know what we want, so we have to find a way, block out all distractions, and to just know that we're willing to do whatever it takes to get something or to get somewhere.
Last question from Andrew Jones.
Thank you very much. Just a question for both. Herman, how has it been having Mikel Antonio in the squad in terms of his personality? What have you enjoyed from him in the squad? And Andre, what is your favorite moment with Mikel so far during this tournament, besides the post-game celebrations Sunday?
Well, for me, Andres, Mikel is just one of the team members. Now on the pitch, he takes a lot to him. So normally, one defender is not enough to guard him. So he opens spaces for his teammates. So on the pitch, he's really important for us. Some have been criticizing him not to scoring goals, but he opens spaces for others. And I think 9 players have already scored for us this tournament. And I don't give a who scores the goals for us if we score them. But he's probably one of the craziest players as a person. And it was always nice to be around him.
Yeah, he's a great person, you know, on and off the field. You know, he's very honest. We know what we're gonna get from him on the field. You know, I'm still getting to learn more about him, but you know, he brings it every day in training in the locker room. You know, gets along with everybody, and that's very important as a team player. You know, I can't pinpoint a specific moment, but I'm just enjoying the time with him and all the other players in the locker room as we continue to build team chemistry.
All right, with this last question, we have concluded Jamaica's official press conference. Thank you very much, Coach Halgrinson. Thank you very much, Andre. Thank you very much, everybody.